515,000 votes smashed through the league's record books. 4 Indiana Fever players bulldozed their way into the top 10, and a hometown all-star game suddenly looked more like a Fever pep rally than a league showcase. So here's the question nobody can dodge any longer. Did the city of Indianapolis and one rookie-turned-juggernaut named Caitlin Clark just rewrite the formula for women's pro sports fandom? Buckle up, because the story of how the Fever's Fab Four turned a routine fan vote into an outright takeover is wilder than the final score of any game. Back up to 2023, the top vote-getter in the entire league didn't reach 100K clicks. The 8th highest finisher barely cleared 50,000. Every superstar, Asia, Stewie, Plum, was clawing for scraps inside a tiny, dedicated bubble of diehard fans. Fast forward to spring of 2025. Caitlin Clark drops 515,993 first-round votes, 5 times the old record. 19 separate players now crack the 6-figure mark. The league's servers buckle under traffic that looks more like March Madness than a WNBA fan poll. That isn't incremental growth, that's a title shift. In 2 seasons, one player exploded the ceiling and a fresh wave of fans discovered they actually like riding the roller coaster. Caitlin Clark, number 1 overall. 19.9 points, 8.7 assists. Nightly highlight loops that migrate to NBA Twitter by breakfast. But she's not a one-woman circus. She's an anchor that drags the entire bay behind her. Aaliyah Boston, number 3. A walking double with soft hands, a scary, smart defensive IQ, and 447K votes to prove fans notice the dirty work. Kelsey Mitchell, number 7. Year after year, bucket machine. 17 plus per night, veteran cam and 2-possession games. And finally, the national love her games deserved since 2018. Lexi Hull, number 9. Not a flashy stat line, but the glue holding the Fever's perimeter defense and transition lanes together. 161K clicks say hustle culture apparently sells. 4 teammates, top 10, 1 franchise. That simply hasn't happened in WNBA All-Star history. And it's happening the same season Indy hosts the party. How did the mid-market team yank the spotlight from Las Vegas Flash and New York Glitz? Local QR code blitz, Fever staff slaps scannable posters on every concession stand, high school scoreboard and coffee shop window from Terre Haute to Fort Wayne. Hashtag funnel FeverFab 4. Clark's college fan pages pivoted overnight, rallying student sections that never watched a pro game. Midwest Mom Squad. Travel team coaches ran bulk voting nights between AAU games. Indiana kids logged on between homework and TikTok scrolls. Tech growing pains. On day 3, the league's voting portal throttled sign-ins. The fix? Fever fans taught each other the backdoor SMS code. Engagement through adversity. By the time week 1 closed, servers were stable, but the damage was done. 515K for Clark. Boston flirting with 400K, and the rest of the roster surfing the wave. Remember the soundbite? People watch the W for me, too. The stat sheet tells a different tale. Reese's fan army finished 13th, respectable, but not remotely close to the Fab Four heist. Twitter Spaces? Loud. IG Lives? Packed. Actual ballot clicks? Crickets by comparison. Lesson: engagement is an equal conversion. Hype doesn't matter if it doesn't follow you at the polls. The Fever's vote graph is a mountain range. Reese's looks like Midwest plains, steady but never cresting. Brands, take notes. All-star host cities usually pray for 1 local jersey on the floor. Indy just guaranteed 4. July 19th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse will feel less like an exhibition and more like Game 7 energy. National ABC broadcast. Ticket resale already doubled face value. Downtown bars planning 515K pitcher specials. 4 Fever intros back to back. And here's the wildest subplot. Early chatter says Clark might crack 1 million total votes by the final count. Another first for the league. Delivered on the city that sold out NCAA regionals, Big Ten tourneys, and Final Fours for decades. If you scripted it, producers would wave it off as cheesy. Why did Indiana surge while super teams like Vegas split the pie? Simple. Fans smell authenticity. Clark dimes Boston, Mitchell mentors Hull screens for Clark, rinse, repeat. Viewers reward synergy they can feel. Vegas still boasts championship banners, New York still beams with star wattage. But when one roster moves like an orchestra, neutrals pick up the baton and vote in harmony. The Fever didn't just fill an all-star ballot, they forced the WNBA to overhaul the digital pipeline, rethink merch forecasts, and brace for record local ratings in July. Ratings already up 80% year over year. League-wide ticket revenue plus 42%. Ownership finally sees proof of concept. Protect the players who drag audiences through the door and everybody eats. For all-stars. Usually signals playoff pedigree. Add Sophie Cunningham's enforcer bump. Her jersey spike after one viral scuffle topped $1 million in 48 hours. And the Fever suddenly look less like a rebuild and more like a dark horse finals ticket. July's All-Star stage becomes October's dress rehearsal. Think Indiana finished hijacking the narrative? They're just clearing their throats. Final week voting is still live. If the Fab Four lands starting lineup slots and Clark crosses 1 million, pundits will have to rewrite every small market disadvantage take they've recycled for 25 years. So, smash the ballot, share the hashtag, and drop Fever Fab 4 in the comments. Because the next time someone claims women's sports can't move numbers, you'll have one perfect stat. 515-993 and climbing. Think Indiana finished hijacking the narrative? They're just clearing their throats. Final week voting is still live. If the Fab Four lands starting lineup slots and Clark crosses 1 million, pundits will have to rewrite every small market disadvantage take they've recycled for 25 years. So, smash the ballot, share the hashtag, and drop Fever Fab 4 in the comments. Because the next time someone claims women's sports can't move numbers, you'll have one perfect stat. 515-993 and climbing.